Live. We have Jeff Nelson and Julie Vitale.
So I can tell you that a lot of the landlords we talk to, I'm sure Jeff is included, if they put one advertisement for a unit right now in Newaygo County, Mason Lake, or Oceana, they're going to get 200 to 300 applicants. It's absolutely overwhelming.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. No exaggeration. 200 to 300 applicants.
Wow.
So there is a housing crisis right now, and that's why we're so eager to recruit more landlords like Jeff who are willing to see past the, really archaic stigma of someone that's facing a homeless crisis, right? There should be no stigma. They're just regular people like us.
And because of that, we've actually, my business partner and I have added 3 more units with TrueNorth in mind.
And when you look at purchasing more investment property, do you purchase in mind, is it one of your motivating factors knowing that you can partner with TrueNorth?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And so you have some safety and security, so you're not really at risk from a landlord because you have a safety net.
Exactly.
So if anyone's watching this and they happen to have a room or apartments for rent, what's their first point of contact if they want more information?
Well, I'm actually the housing locator at TrueNorth, so they can call me at TrueNorth. They can email TrueNorth. They can pretty much reach out anybody into the housing department at TrueNorth. They could even call the intake line.
What's the intake line?
The intake line is the line that...
what's the number? What's the actual number?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll put I'll put it on screen across there so it'll magically pop up. I know.
So can you just talk a little bit about, obviously when you're out there screening tenants and you got 100 or 200 people applying, how critical it is for them to have housing and your part in, really it's almost, I don't want to say it's altruistic, your part in providing this critical service.
Mm-hmm. Just meeting the people first, in person, and knowing that there's a need there, and they're usually so happy that once they look at the unit that they're going to be potentially able to move into, what a sense of relief that they have. It's really heartwarming that I literally give them the keys the day that they look at the unit, because I know that TrueNorth is going to. All the paperwork is going to follow. I trust it. I trust TrueNorth that all the paperwork will be caught up. I usually give them the keys that day.
So some landlords are worried about, they perceive that there's an enormous amount of paperwork or all sorts of red tape to get themselves and tenants approved through different programs. Can you speak to that at all if you find?
Well, there's the amount of paperwork is minimal. It's just like it's a few more pieces of paper to sign in addition to the lease, and that's just tax information really. Then there's a small inspection, but it's just making sure that the unit has smoke detectors and all the outlets are working fine and there are no fire hazards. Other than that, it's very, very easy and seamless.
Now, you've had Section 8 inspections as well, right?
Absolutely, yes. All the time.
That wasn't traumatizing, was it?
No, it's not. Yep, the Section 8 inspectors are actually landlords themselves. Mm-hmm. So they know exactly the perspective of the landlord because they are. And they're not going to ask us to repair anything anything that's crazy, that's out of line and not, be too expensive. So, what's that again?
How do you feel beyond the whole business aspect when you hand the keys over to this person who has been in a crisis and feels like there's no pot of gold within a rainbow and their whole life is against a personal reason? How does it make you feel personally just from inside your heart handing those keys over?
Oh, it feels great. It feels great that they're going from sleeping on a couch or a camper into our cozy, warm apartment, especially in the winter. They have other good residents around them to keep an eye on things, and it's a good little community in our building.
One more question I have for you, Jeff, because this is what I hear a lot of times too, is landlords say, hey, I'd really like to participate in TrueNorth, but I think I can probably get $50 a month more for my unit if I go to the open market and I don't take a TrueNorth participant. Is that worth it to you?
Absolutely not. TrueNorth pays very competitive rent, monthly rents, and we would rather take $50 less a month to not have to knock on doors and collect rent.
Can't tell you how much we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
All right.
We appreciate you.